Hello and happy birthday to my Libras. All right, we are in your season, Libras. Celebrate. All right, so this is your card starting out. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. That's right. And if you want to purchase anything out of my Etsy store, that's on my website as well. But let's talk about you. Let's make it all about you. Again, happy birthday to each and every one of you all. I am going to now open up the gifts that I suggested in the previous that I have for you all, because I haven't heard from anybody yet for the gifts. 202-460-3205, and I will send them out to basically just put it out there, and the first 5 people that reach out to me, they'll be getting their gifts. So I'll put it on the community page, but I announced it in the previous video. Let's get into this for you. First card out the deck is that your card opens this opens your reading, and so Spirit really highlights truth for you in balance and karmic alignment. So you are stepping into a week where clarity is paramount, right? Where clarity is paramount. Your challenge here is going to be confusion or illusion may cloud your path, but the challenge is choosing with discernment, allowing Spirit to reveal what is true, like what is true. So 7 of Cups connects us with Scorpio, and so somebody could be feeling some kind of way, like you're not really sure, kind of like you see the snake right here, like the tail is still here, so it's still up under one cup. So whoever you may have thought got away with something didn't get away with anything. They didn't. And so you being in hermit mode, at the root lies wisdom from introspection. And so Spirit asks you to slow down and reflect. The Virgo energy, we had a new moon in Virgo, supports clarity through stillness, right? So be still, be still, know that source is source, that the creator is the creator, right? And past influences with the 10 of Swords, right? And so a cycle of ending is behind you, painful though it may have been. It was karmic closure that freed you for renewal, right? Obviously you see this person doesn't have 10 swords in their back. They're not lying out somewhere bleeding out. This person is standing up, hair blowing in the wind, whether it's your hair, somebody else's hair, whether you're bald, whether it's short, long, whoever. Doesn't really matter. This person is thriving. And this is you. You're thriving, right? And so you are a star. So the conscious influence here would be you are a star. You are consciously reaching for clarity, healing, and divine guidance. And so Spirit confirms that hope and higher purpose are guiding your thoughts. Okay? And so the death card would be transformation, and this is the near future. Transformation lies ahead. The eclipse is birthing renewal by closing what no longer serves your path. Some things just don't serve your path anymore. You are a star. You're in your 11th house. You're breaking cycles, chains, and curses. Somebody is very high vibrational, right? This is your self-perception. This is how you see yourself. Someone is high vibrational. See this right here, just behind lock and key. Your emotions are behind lock and key. You're a very logical thinking person. You're incredibly smart, obviously, right? But you see yourself as discerning and ready to speak truth. And so Spirit affirms your clarity while encouraging you to temper it with compassion. Yeah, to temper it with compassion. Some energies did not get away with what you thought they got away with. You are very balanced out, healthy work-life balance. You've been in hermit mode. You are thriving, right? You're a star. There's a rebirth. So I feel like somebody's confidence level has increased. I love it, right? Because again, you're healthy work-life balance here. You're having a total recall of some things, And this is your tower. So environment, influences, and so external shifts may feel sudden, but these are cosmic realignments, and Spirit is dismantling illusions so balance can be restored, back into your life. And so hopes and fears, like you may fear instability yet long for equilibrium. And Spirit reminds you that true balance is dynamic, not rigid. So you're learning how to go with sources flow. You know your worth, your value. Matter of fact, find out what your zodiac sign is in your 2nd house, 7th house, 10th house. This would take care of 7, right? Your 7th house, so that you are not allowing people to project a shadow image onto you. You've already done the shadow work. So you're not letting people project a particular image onto you. Then we have 8th house with 1 and 4. 1 and 3 is 4. Find out what's your fourth house. Something about there's a rebirth happening with family, right? This is your eighth house. Some energies we're trying to link up in a way, because you've gotten to your you've answered the call in your life, whoever you are. This let me know that you've answered the call on your life, whoever you are. And the people that you've had their back, some of these energies stabbed you in the back. So source is like, that's the end of that. And some people, like, you're cutting emotional ties here. So people that you thought they got away with something, you're balanced out. They didn't get away with anything. Source is the equalizer. Source is balancing everything out for you. So now that you have broken some kind of a chain and you said, okay, I'm not linking up with certain energies, here you are very logical in your thinking, very clear-headed. Now it gives you some time and space to think, okay, I'm starting to remember a whole lot of things as to how energies worked overtime to lower your self-worth, like to make you feel like, you were, like, to just really throw you out of alignment. So something could have happened. Somebody was holding that one last sword. Whoever somebody was using to hold that one last sword, like you, is a star. They were born a star, right? And they know that they're a star. And so as to say, you're having a rebirth with them, just that one who was holding that last sword. It's like this, whoever you are. You and somebody balance each other out. You and somebody really balance each other out. You're holding complete by yourselves, but you and somebody really balance each other out. It could be you and an adult child. It could be you and a spouse. It could be you and a sibling. You and somebody, whoever the energy that was closest to you, right? That people convinced they had to put them in a toxic environment while you were in hermit mode thriving. They had to convince somebody to stab you in the back. That is the person, right? That's the person, and y'all balance each other's energy out, right? And so you're just having a total recall of some things of how, like, once you realize that you were born a star, whoever you are, star seed, healer, whoever you were born a star seed, that there were energies who were obsessed with lowering your abundance and your prosperity and your self-worth. And so source is balancing things out. All you needed to do was cut those energies off for good. All you had to do was cut them off for good, because they crossed the boundary. They crossed the boundary by talking to whoever was holding that last sword about you to end you, right? And so they canceled themselves out. Whoever these energies are, they canceled themselves out. So yeah, I feel like your mood is getting ready to change drastically because you're so high vibrational. These energies are now asking why. Why is there emotional detachment? Why this and why that? There's a whole lot of whys going on, right? But again, in all humility, I feel like your mental health is just as important as your physical health. You need to physically and mentally stay away from these energies, right? Your enemy's playing backfire, right? So prepare for an increase in pay, right? Somebody is amongst the incubi and succubi. And so your well of joy is within you. Well of joy is within you. So move on in silence and move on in peace. And so close out a cycle in love. And somebody never stopped loving you, right? Yeah, it could have been some energies that you had to go to court with in the past, right? So at what age did your parents work on their shadow self, and at what age did you work on your shadow self? And step through the portal, step through the portal, right? And so you have the gift of clairvoyance. You're starting to see things a whole lot clearer now. And so more money is coming soon. And trust your first mind. Trust your first mind. So you have the gift of clairsentience. So you pick up on others' vibrations, their moods, and their emotions. But you were dealing with a very impulsive spirit, whoever this energy is, who felt like something was their way at a highway. And they got people on board to try to deliver that last sword that thought they were going to take you up out of here. But guess what? Voila, here you are. So kudos and congratulations to you. Anybody who steps over a boundary during your Saturn return needs to be cut off. They have no respect, no regard, no nothing. And that's not you being negative, but some people just took something to the extreme, to end you, right? So divine source. So yeah, you're not looking back. Help me know that all of my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and that the right actions will come. You are my source for all, right? So good, kudos to you. So you're listening. You're actively listening in the spiritual realm. Be open to hearing good advice. When you hear good advice, you'll hear it more than once and from multiple sources. So right now, be alert. Your angels are giving you a message, channeling it through the people and places around you. Listen carefully today to all patterns and signs as they are messages, and it's up to you to find the common link. There's good advice to be uncovered, right? So yeah, you'll be linking up with some energies. 2 + 5 is 7 and 1 is 8. So as you close out cycles, you'll be listening to, it's one energy in particular that may have some really, really good advice for you that you may be linking up with, maybe in the spiritual realm, but in the physical realm eventually, I guess. But you'll know. You will know. I think this is it. I don't think I need to put a bonus video for you all over on the Patreon side, but if you want one, let me know. If you're over there on the Patreon side, I don't mind putting up another, an extension to this video. If somebody feels like they need more information, I'll put it up over there. I'm going to start taking the videos back down to 15 to 20 minutes over here if I can. Sometimes it'll be longer than that, but it just depends. But you have more money coming in soon, and that's just a form of energy, but you're just having a total recall of the moment you realize that you're a star seed, whoever you are, energies went right into trying to end you. And there is no reason for that. You shouldn't even be asking why. You really, honestly, you shouldn't be asking why, because why would somebody want to end somebody who answers the call on their lives? Why would somebody want to do that? That's a rhetorical question at this point. 5 of Wands. A lot of people are now talking. A lot of people are now talking about you behind your back. A lot of conversation is going on about you behind your back, but there's nothing to do with you. You're 10 of Swords. A lot of people are talking about you behind your back. They wish they had access to what you got going on behind closed doors. But again, I don't really know what to tell you, honestly, other than I've seen, you answering a call in your life and operating in your purpose. You're listening to source, right? So King of Wands here. Yeah, so your ancestors have your back. So when people are ready to pounce on something and ready to, put you in a lion's den situation or put you in survival mode, like I said, keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high. It's a lot of conversation going on about you right now. So 2 of Pentacles. Yeah. But source is balancing everything out because you are a leader. You're in your light. So kudos and congratulations to you, whoever you are. Let me see if I can get another card over here. Yeah, patience and planning. Patience and planning. See this 7 here, and then this is 7 here too. So people were wearing a mask. Yeah, somebody was dealing with, you could have taken, there could have been a situation with 2 Taurus as far as court was concerned. And so, yeah, some energies have flown west. 777. You're in the flow. You are in the flow. It caused some kind of emotional withdrawal. Withdrawal for as far as you're concerned. Something around a death, the ending of 2 situations here, and you could have said, somebody else could have gone west, right, and could have had an encounter with a karmic couple, right. And you and somebody could have withdrawn emotionally, from a situation because it's something ended. But you all will be linking up again, whoever the energy is. So it was almost like, if you think about like in time and space, you and somebody could have been split apart. Whoever you are, you and your person could have been split apart. It could be you and a spouse. It could have been you and a sibling, you and a child, you and a somebody. Could have been split apart for a period of time, but you're trusting your first mind. Yeah, something happened behind your back with some energies that you had their back, and that's all. That's that. It's over. Something is over. You're a star. You're on the rebirth side of it. That's how you're starting to move right now. You're very logical in your thinking. You're keeping any negative emotions away from you. You're keeping it outside of your vault door. So good for you. I love this for you all, whoever you are. So see you all in the next video. Bye.